Yo, it's the one and only dude, Brian O'Shea, that doing some stuff right now, checking audios, checking microphones, making sure things are working appropriately. Yeah. So yeah, just went live, got a little inspiration from Jackie333, Jackie Fox. She she was just live doing a little something on her phone. Oh, there she is. Speak of the devil. So I haven't been live in a minute. But what's up, Chuck? But yeah, I like that we get little inspirations from each other because we never know when when we're hesitant to do something. We never know who it's going to inspire, and the chain reactions that come from it. And it seems like we're in a time of chain reactions right now. A lot of exponential things happening. A lot going on at once. Rob Cleveland, what's up, big dog? Um, I'll drop the link. So like I was talking to a couple girls in chat earlier, like MSM Messenger, and like yeah, like I go to my animal stuff, as you guys could probably imagine, but at the same time, I was like talking to a couple girls, right, and like both of them were saying they were shy to come up on camera, like that they never even came up on panel, right, and they were shy, and I was like, well, would you rather do it on my show or Paul's, right? One of them was like, do it on your show, right? And I was, because I've already had this idea, like bring people up on here, let them get like let them get like, you know what I'm saying, their feet wet, and then and it could be like a vetting process because I could have like a producer role for Paul's show, like if people want to have relationship talk, if they're going through something in their relationships or just men and women dynamics in general. I figure this my channel is a good platform to people just to bring stuff up that we could then bring to Paul, because like Paul's like on another level, right? So even though he's not perfect, but like I don't know, I feel like he's a lot of us defer to him or look up to him for a lot of shit. So what's up, Jeep Cot? Yeah. So all the beautiful women. That's what we could pimp on Mac. We could bring a bunch of beautiful women up here with me and Rob Cleveland, and then all the people that watch that just hate on that. It seems like when women get involved, people freak the fuck out, and like, but we're not even trying to. We're just trying to have men and women dynamics and have conversations. But it just seems like, yeah, people freak out. Like this whole thing with Jeff and Allie. Like, yeah, like I'm probably gonna talk about that on Paul's show this morning. Now that I got a new phone, I put some headphones in too. I could even put some headphones in, I guess now, but fuck it. But and did you know the newest phones don't have headphone jacks? I was about to spend $800 to $1,000 on a phone, and I realized it didn't have a headphone jack. I'm gonna bring Jackie up. Isn't that crazy, Jackie?
That's crazy, isn't it crazy? I'm trying to. My camera's not working for some reason. It might take a minute.
Oh, I saw you there for a second.
I do? Okay. I don't know. Maybe it'll come up. Maybe it won't. I'll go back to my avatar. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh, it matters to me. But yeah, we were saying I was saying the what was I saying? We were saying
I don't know. I missed it.
no, when you first came up, you were like, that is crazy. You forgot what we were talking about, huh?
I know. I did.
Oh, I was talking about the headphone jack. I was about to spend $800 or $1,000 on this phone, and I ain't even no headphone jack. Come on now, because I ain't trying to have the ear. Yeah, I ain't trying to have the earbuds fly my brain with that. It's bad enough my new phone's like 5G. After all the shit I've been talking about 5G the last couple of years, or I've been learning about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
5G sucks.
Yeah, all this shit to fucking melt our brains. But I was almost like, fuck, I don't even want to get a new cell phone. Like, I'm just gonna get a laptop, because they want us on the cell phones and not laptops. Laptops can be powerful, but they make them like where you'd rather use they want everyone to just do everything on their cell phone, so it's always on their person. It's always giving them bad stuff. You know the deal. You know the deal, Jackie. I appreciate you
Yeah, I know
coming
the
up
deal.
here. We were having a conversation about it. Yeah, we were talking about inspiring each other, getting
Yeah,
women up here
I
on
was.
panel.
Yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't gonna go live. I hate. You go. You got to go live. I was thinking about it, and it's like I didn't want to hit the button, and I kept not hitting the button. I'm like, just hit the button, because especially like by yourself. Do you find that? Like I have trouble. Like I'm like, what am I gonna say? What if Because I couldn't do StreamYard from in the car. But I'm like, I don't know what even to say. So
Yeah.
like you inspire. I was just about inspired for a minute, and then once people start coming in, and then I was like, okay, I can do this. And then it just flips. So.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I inspired you to hit the live.
Yeah, because I think that's what this is all about. You know what I mean? Because Paul does his thing, and then
Yeah.
a lot of us, or I anyways, get nervous. I'm starting to get nervous. I don't even like talking on his show because like it's like I get paralyzed. I was trying to tell him like I'm probably gonna bring it up today, but like I feel like a lot of pressure, bro. Like, cause he'll go out, he'll drop some real shit, and then I'm just like, yeah, where the girl? Like, I just feel like a dumbass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
But
That's what I was saying. On mine, and like just from watching for the past like 2 weeks, I'm like, it's like our foundations are shook, like to the core. So it's like almost like we're having to like rebuild ourselves from what we thought we were to, you know what I mean, to what the reality is, and then it's kind of like feeling like you're starting all over again. With the truth of the way that we thought we were living in.
right, where does what type of things, which like in your foundation, was it specific areas?
I think it was a lot of the just being in the system, being in the system of things. We thought we were less of it, less in it than. Sorry, the music was on. We thought we were less in it than we thought we were. That was reality. The reality is we're completely, we're completely slaves. And it was like that shook us because we've never met anyone like Paul or anyone who's lived it, to that extent in like for a period of time, not just as in theory or a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but like fully living it. And it just kind of shook us both that no, we're not living it. So we talk it, we all tend to talk a good game, but how much are we actually doing it? Like I think we were doing it like a lot of it on the spiritual level, but even on the spiritual level we were getting shaken, which is good. I mean, that's good,
right? And there's like a middle way somewhere, because we all tend to do, like, I could be way too in the spiritual side, right? Like have the Talcadian type shit where you're not really
and that's what he was saying. But because we've been there too, we were at that stage too, where it was all love and light, and we could all find a way just if we love and are kind and help, and but yeah, exactly, the middle way. That's not the middle way for sure. That's not the way.
And then there's so you got that one extreme on the pendulum. And then if you swing it all the way to the other way, you're going to be so wrapped up in earth to where, like, say a male, right? Oh, I'm going to get money. I'm going to have girls around me, but I'm going to have no deep connections with them. I'm just going to have them like trophy girls, and I'm going to have these nice things, and people are going to look up to me because of these nice things that I have, or like quote unquote material accomplishments. But it's like, even that, there's a balance, right? Like where they say merging the angelic spirit with the animal body or whatever.
With the animal body, yeah.
So.
Yep. Yeah. So we've been kind of just, it's been a rough week, really, but I think this pendulum was swinging so far, when we went into it, when we first got, in your community, our community, and, we thought we had our shit, pretty well together, and then, we come in and it's almost like hard facing yourself. It's like, man, what have I been doing? What have I been saying? What have I been thinking? We got to do better. Like, now that you know better, you have to do better. Oh shit, now we know. Now we gotta do crap. We gotta doing sucks sometimes.
Yeah, because I think the whole world's kind of waking up to all this right now. What you're talking about, and like we could have like shame and guilt that either it took us a while or this and that, but like when we go back, like Paul says, to that one self, and we realize we're all the same and we're all been through journeys and we're just trying to lead each other to a place where like some of us are beyond, like, right, like Paul, he's kind of like already figured some shit out, so he's trying to help us get somewhere, right? And even though he's not perfect, and I put him on a pedestal, and he'll say a thing every now and then, and then I'll be like, I want to discard everything, but it's like, nah, man, like the dude is human. You can't just put him on a pedestal, like, so like
no.
But in terms of that pendulum swinging, like I don't know, man. It's like I got a lot of thoughts going on, man. Sometimes I lose my train of thought. Sometimes with we might have a little bit of a delay too. But
it's all good.
But you know, this whole thought of like how it's like a spiritual war, like with demons and angels almost. Like I'm starting to realize that more too. Like because like it's almost like when I'm letting a demon kind of take over my thoughts a little bit and how I act and move, even if it's just even if it's inaction or negative self-talk and shit like that. Like that's almost like a demon or the devil whispering at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so this whole spiritual warfare thing is really starting to feel like there's a lot to it, because I think that's the reality and the truth of the situation that we're starting to realize here, because it's like we want to be on Earth and be like, oh, this is all material. This is all just animal material shit. Like we don't have to worry about spirit and the sky and the stars. And it's like, nah, there's something to it, man.
Yeah. And then, you know, and with the swing too, it's like we were swinging so high because we were like we were having the internal activations of truth, you know, over the past 3 weeks, and so the energy was swinging really high, and and it was exciting, and it was just one thing was confirming the other, that was confirming the other, and then and then the realization of what you're doing and what you're not doing, and then you add in, like you said, the things that are going to come at you when you begin to have those realizations, like the bad self-talk, and the you're not going to be able to do it, and you're not good enough, and look, you weren't where you thought you were, and so all that starts bombarding you, so then you swing the other way, like you said, and then you don't even want to get back up and stand, like I don't know if you feel that way, because it's like I think you need to be coming back up on Paul's panel more.
Right.
So yeah. I think that like you said, I think it's intimidating, but I think we all need to be. And whenever and like whenever he says, "I want to see some new faces up here," I think we all just need to, because you said you don't need to put him on a pedestal. He is as we are. I am as you are. And shit's gonna come out.
Yeah.
Let those demons fly, let them fly out.
Yeah, because like, and even with this Jeff and Allie shit with with what they're doing now, and it's like, and with how I already been moving on Paul's show, it's like I put myself out there so much that it's like, do I want to be like the patient zero who gives the whole world everything? Like, right. I'm talking every inch of everything I've ever feel weird about.
Yeah.
Like treat do like an AA fifth step. I don't know if you know what a fifth step is in AA, but just do one of those to the world, because I already kind of have on here. But like I'm talking like the little nuances, like every little thing that I think, because I don't know, maybe
I think it would help people.
Yeah, but I feel like
I kind of try to do that too. I've always done that, but I try to do it so I it might help somebody, my vulnerability might help somebody, but it's not easy, and it can take a bad turn, as you see.
Yeah. So like this situation with Jeff and Allie, you know what I mean? It's like these two people, since they want to come at me publicly, right? And they want to be entwined at the hip. They want to be one being. When you mention one, you're entwined with the other now.
Right.
Like, and they want to. And Jeff wants to sit there on that show the other day. I'll bring this up on Paul's, but like, he's like, oh, they're like, why did you invite O'Shea over there? Oh, he's a cool dude. Paul's like, nah, you're a cuck, right? You just see, he's in denial. He's like, O'Shea didn't do nothing with Allie. O'Shea didn't do nothing with Allie. Allie wouldn't sleep with him in a million years, bro.
Yeah, like, I was watching it.
So it's like, what now? It's like, then people are gonna give me shit for like, oh, he's kissing and telling. You know what I mean? But it's like, nah, we're putting this. Has already been a big public thing, and if these two are gonna sit there lying and playing games with each other, and all I have to do is come and clear the record and make them both look stupid.
I think you need to clear. Well, that's completely up to you. But actually, Josh just spoke those words last night. He said, I really think O'Shea just needs to come. Needs to come clean, because it's everybody's mind is in a confusion about it, and because it was public, and it was out there and nobody was hiding anything, you know what I mean? So I think it would give closure to everything and make and be a learning thing for other people,
Yeah. It's
truth
just gnarly.
Truth is truth. It is gnarly. I don't like looking at it. I don't like seeing it because it's confusion.
Yeah. So like, I'm trying to.
But that's up to you. You have to see what it's going to be true for you, and because it's about you. Right?
Yeah.
So how do you feel? How do you feel going there and coming on panel or being in chat, knowing that there's confusion around you? Does that make you feel good?
Well, to me, it's like...
Or do you just feel like it's nobody's business?
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like that a little bit. I'm starting to feel like I don't have to say shit. Like these, I could just keep quiet. Like they say, yield to get ahead. Like these two idiots are just fucking themselves up. I really don't have to say shit. And in terms of like, marketing myself or whatever, it's weird how my name, like I wasn't able to use my phone for a couple of days, and it's like I'll hop on these streams and all of a sudden my name's in there. There's someone in chat like with a fake Brian O'Shea name, right? And then there's talking about bringing up my name, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? But it's really about them. Like, yeah, I came into their life, and and it's such a weird thing because I really was direct from the first moment I saw them too, and I called it out. If you really look back at it, I immediately called them like LA scum. Yeah, I immediately was like, Allie, yeah, I was just 100%. And they're like, oh, it's a bit. Then the dude invites me over. I end up hooking up with Allie. He's so in denial about it. Dude, he was right in the other room. Like me and her just basically getting down and dirty on the futon. It's like, bro, what are you even talking about? And then I had her alone here at my cousin's. I had her alone on hikes. And he's like, nothing happened with him. Nothing would happen in a million years. It's like, and then what is she thinking? What's going through her head saying, Paul's calling me a lie? Like when Jeffrey's saying that, and then she hops up, it's like, I don't understand these two. They're just like,
I honestly, I had a heart for you because I feel like I think it did you good, but then I think it caused you damage, and I hated to see that.
What was the damage?
I don't know. I just feel like it did. I don't know, but I might be wrong too because I don't know the whole story. But to me, as a third person point of view, I just feel like it caused you harm.
Oh yeah. Like, well, from my side of it,
I don't know. I feel like for you, I think it caused you harm. Know whether it was a growing experience or I thought it was a good experience for you at first, but then whenever all this shit turned weird, I felt like it wasn't good for you, and that hurt.
Because in hindsight, well, like Paul nailed it, right? He's like, yeah, you gave the address, and O'Shea's so desperate and creepy that he's going to show up, right? So it's like, what am I showing up for in that situation, right? Because they already kind of exposed themselves, right? Jeffrey's personality was kind of out there. Allie's kind of personality was out there. And I was just so focused on Allie being pretty or whatever.
Yeah.
And me wanting to see if I could hook up with her or whatever, thinking there's something there. But then I'm also like naive, like a little boy. Like I'm going into this situation with these LA people, and I'm catching feelings for Allie. Yeah. But then now when I step back from the situation and see how they're reacting, I'm like, bro, like you're like a little boy going out into the woods, like dealing with, like I don't know. I felt like embarrassed, like just how do I say it? I feel like, oh, I'm a worldly street person. I'm a tough guy. But then some situations, I'm just so naive and just like, and it's weird when
that's why I think I felt your heart. That's why I think I felt that. I felt it hurt me to see.
Yeah, because there's this beautiful woman. We're spending hours and hours together. I'm fucking, getting what I want, as Paul would say. You know what I mean? I'm having my time with her, and then it's like to see her just go back to Jeffrey and just like acting like nothing happened between us, and then now to even like lie. It's just like, what the fuck was that between us? And she even said it. She said it on stream too, because I was talking to her. I was like, yeah, I'm influenced you. Yeah. She was like, yeah.
I saw it in her eyes. I know. I saw it in her eyes. I saw it.
But that's the thing, like Paul said, that's why, like, if I go to Arizona and just keep working on myself, she might end up hitting me up later. But that's something I wouldn't even like, because I feel like she has such a long way to go with this trust thing, based on how she's acting now and how Jeffrey's gonna say, oh, she did nothing with Brian and she wouldn't for $1 million. Like, it's just weird the way that them two are acting. It's just like, damn.
I think you just need space from it for right now and just see how things play out. But as far as, getting online and speaking the truth is the truth. And I think it's, I think people know. I think they have a knowing about it, but that's up to you whether you want to clear the air about it or not. Do it for your own good reasons, though. Don't do it out of spite or out of I'll show you, or you know what I mean. Don't do it out of that energy. Do it out of you just want to set the record straight, because people might be saying you're a chump in the background, or that you're making shit up, that something happened and it really absolutely nothing happened, and it's making you look like a chump that way.
Yeah, I think this can be important, especially like to see two people how they could lie to themselves and then lie to each other. And it's like, okay, but I got to bring it back to self. Like, I guess we all been there at some point, and that's creepy. And that's one thing I learned from my 5th step, was my ability to lie to myself. That's one thing I pointed out a lot, was like, that's a creepy ass thing when you could lie to yourself, bro. And it's like, how do you even come around from that?
And then believe it. Believe the lie.
Yeah, one thing for them to be lying to us. One thing for them to be lying to us our whole lives about the state of the world and state of us.
Yeah.
But maybe that's how we learned it. We learned a lot. If you could get someone to lie to themselves, Dan, that's the ultimate trick. Get someone to lie to themselves and believe it. That's some crazy shit if you think about it.
That's crazy shit.
How could you disassociate? How's that even possible? That's like surprising yourself. How do you lie to yourself? I don't even get it. It's like pathological.
It is pathological. It is.
And so you see this beautiful girl like Allie, who's capable of that. That's a dangerous thing, bro. It's like,
yeah.
And she wants to sit here and talk shit about me. Oh, there might be some redemption for that human, she said. It's like, come on, man. Like,
I don't like that.
Whatever. Fuck, dude.
I know.
But I got 20 people up in here. Everyone's getting ready for Paul's stream. Yeah, we got Wildlife. Did a short live earlier from his car. You got Wildlife doing cars. So
yeah, I saw. I clicked on it for a minute, and then it's a busy part of my driving, so I turned off.
So we're all inspiring each other. See how it works? You get that, like,
yeah, not great.
They say laughter is contagious. Hysteria can be contagious too. A mass hysteria.
Yeah.
They say that it happened in certain towns. People started having a laughing fit, and the laughing fit went on for weeks. And it got weird. People died from it and shit. but that can be from a pendulum swing from someone being so like people probably being so like contained. And then when you unleash that pressure valve. But I was gonna say like so I'm staying here with my cousin up in Cali, right?
Yeah.
And through that alley experience kind of helped me reach out to him because I was about to leave town. But like my point is that like I'm ready to dip, but like and go back into the car and go to Arizona because it's weird because I'm indoors, but it's like the energy ain't here because like my cousin will hear Paul showing me like, why are you listening to that? You know what I mean? Or like degrading it, something that I'm like dedicated to. It's just like I don't need these negative little fucking things. You know, fucking with my peace, like Paul said. Like I go in my car and be at peace. I don't need to be around in a comfortable situation, quote unquote, indoors, but I don't have my peace and I don't have my because even the other day, like I don't know, she might end up hearing some of this, but like I guess it is what it is. But like we went shopping and I was like, all right, I'm gonna leave tomorrow. So I'm gonna go shopping with her because she's injured, right? I'm gonna go shopping with her, helping her with grocery shopping. But then I ended up like feeling like I don't know, my energy was like, it's like you see these dudes in grocery stores because I had to follow her around, right, and help her. She was injured, so I had to follow her around while she picked out groceries at Whole Foods. And I felt like one of these beta dudes that follows the girl around, his wife. And I felt like people were looking at me like that.
Yeah.
And I was kind of acting like that because she was questioning the show, and I was just not saying. I wasn't bucking up. I was just taking it, so I was just being silent because I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna leave town. I don't need to like." Paul already told me like, "Stay away from my family. Like this is what happened." And I keep getting hurt more. This happened in Chicago. I went to my family and was staying with them, and I had to leave town and go back to the car. And it hurts me more. It's like I don't even need to show up and be around them because I end up it's like this situation with aliens. I keep getting around people that I want to show love to, and they're incapable of showing love back. You know what I mean? So it's just like I keep fucking hurting myself, and it's like I just probably need to spend some time with myself.
Yeah. I think you need to get stronger and have some time under your belt. You know, because you're obviously getting stronger, you're doing more and being better, you're doing, which is great. But I think you need to get some time under your belt. And then start introducing people back into your life, you know, like family and stuff. And I think then you'll be able to see it more clearly. And not that you need to put a guard up on your heart, but you'll see it more clearly and you won't be as affected by it.
Yeah, but I don't even know if I want to introduce them back in. Like,
you might not, and you might not.
And then, like, I'm at these stores, like the grocery store, and I'm getting girls' phone numbers and shit. And I'm not really doing it because I'm even trying to date. It's like I just need, like, for whatever, like, what do they call it? Like affirmations, or I need like a proof. What do they call it? Like,
yeah, for your ego, just like you need to be pet.
Something like that. Like I'm always it's an insecurity thing, right? I need to be reminded. Need to be reminded that I can get these phone numbers, or I can go on dates. Like, not that I'm in a position to do it, but for some reason, I have to like prove to myself.
Yeah, but that's not good behavior either.
Right. You know? That's what I'm trying to realize, like how to maximize my time throughout the day. And that's why I don't even like going to grocery store sometimes, because I don't even like looking at beautiful women, because it gets me off track. It's just like, fuck. I want to stay focused, but that's why these big cities are problems like that. I notice it's too many beautiful women. Like it's too much tactile, like stimulation. It's just like, Jesus Christ, it don't seem.
It's like overstimulation.
Overstimulation, yeah. Seems artificial. Seems weird. Something weird about it. Validation. That's what I'm seeking. Validation.
Validation. That's the word.
Yeah. Where it's like, if I go in and I'm good with God and me, and I'm feeling strong and I'm healthy in a lot of ways, then I'm just going to attract these people. It's like going up and talking to them. It's like, that's what I do when I'm on my grind. All of a sudden, I got people in my DMs. I got people, you know what I mean? It just happens organically that way.
Right.
Where you go chasing your own shadow and you push everything away. Yeah. Sensory overload, said Ona Faye. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
And whenever you're in those public places and things and you're wanting to get numbers and stuff, those aren't really the people you want to have any, like you say, it's not that you even really want to date them. So how's that even fair for them? You know?
Right.
It's not even like the quality. It's not even not. I'm going to say quality, but it's not even probably the level of person that you really want to date or have a relationship with at this point, right?
Right, but it's like they got these yoga pants on. They got the yoga pants on with a big booty, and it's like I can't even help myself. It's like I have to go talk to him. It's like, but that's like
what do you do for that? What do you do to control that part?
I don't know. Right now, in my best moments, I think of like prosperity and abundance and what's best for everybody. Like in a situation, or go back to self. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm just caught up in it because I think I might have some of that stunted like emotional thing where I'm like a teenager still. So it's like I have like the
teenager,
the hormone, like how a teenager would act when it comes to these situations. You know what I mean? Where they're just like, I have to, but it's like, it just gets caught. It's like an addiction thing too.
Yeah. But it's not natural though. It doesn't come off as natural though. That's what makes it, because probably these, women who you're giving numbers to or whatever, or trying to talk to in, strange people that you don't know. It probably comes off as very unnatural.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'll just ask them something stupid, and then I'll be like, "Are you single?" And then they'll be like, and then I don't know. If they are,
then it gets weird.
Well, if they're not single, well, sometimes, I mean, not really, because sometimes, if they're not single, they just like, "Oh my gosh, thank you," or if they are, like this girl yesterday, she must have been around your age. She's got a lot going on, but she's like, "Oh, I haven't been hit on in a minute." Like she was kind of excited. I was excited. She's like, "I got a lot going on. I got this new kid I adopted, and blah blah blah." She's like, "You ready to take all this on?"
You're like, "No,
I don't know.
No."
Like, let's just start by talking. I don't know what we're gonna take on or what our relationship's gonna be, but how about you shoot me a text and we'll see where it goes. But yeah, we're doing a little honest therapy type session here, Jackie. We're doing something, or we're just doing an honest session. I don't know.
An honest session. We all need therapy.
Chuck in Tennessee says it goes from normal to creepy real fast. Yeah, Chuck. Chuck always has to pipe in anytime with the ladies. Chuck's gonna give me advice with the ladies. Always, I'm a creep. Fucking motherfuckers. Tell me how you do it, Chuck. Come on up and tell us how you win the ladies over.
Is Paul going live soon? I missed the whole music thing because I was live.
Wildlife said, "How long are you gonna be live? I may hop up after I finish lunch." What did you just say, though, Jackie?
I said, "Is Paul going live soon?" I was live, so I know he was on his music whenever I went live.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go live soon. So to answer Wildlife's question, I'll probably end this when Paul's going live. I'm just looking at this thing now.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna drop down because I have 10 miles before I gotta do some turns. I only like to be on here if I'm on a straightaway because not many cars. Yep, he just went live right now.
All right, cool.
All right.
All
right, I'll talk to you later. Hey, Brian, you hang in there.
All right.
You do what.
All right, appreciate it, Jack.
For you. All right. I'm here if you need me.
All right, I appreciate it.
Not for sexual things, but I'm here if you need me. All right, bye, Brian.
All right, I'll see you later, Jack.
See you later.
All right, bye. What we got here? Just checking my phone. What did Rob say? Going live in 10 minutes. That's Paul he's talking about, I'm thinking. Oh, Paul's live now, huh? All right, I'm going to hop over there. I'm going to hop on Paul's shit. Appreciate you all being here. Let's see what we'll get into. Get into the Jeffrey Alley shit maybe over there. Air them out for their chicanery and lies. Them two lying to each other, lying to themselves. Sad state of affairs. All right, people. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming out.